Hello, writers! Today's lesson is so exciting. It's the narrative essay. It's an essay all about you. So get ready, and here we go. You can follow along in the Google Docs, and you can listen to this video, and each lesson in the Google Doc under narrative essay provides a lot more detail than this quick video. So always email me if you have any questions, and remember, I have open office hours through Google Chat also. Okay, so go ahead, let's take some notes. The narrative essay, the main goal, you guys, is for you to tell a captivating story about yourself and how you changed, even if you changed a little bit. You want to talk about a possible conflict you had and ultimately how you developed into a more mature person, because of course you did, right? So as I'm explaining the main components of the narrative essay, please do this. If an idea sparks off in your brain about what you could write about, a time at away camp, a conversation you had with your grandmother, with a brother, a conflict that you had with a friend, and how you resolve that conflict. All right, so if light bulbs go off, please capture them, right? Good writers carry little pads of papers and pens or their iPhones, and they type in notes about their writing ideas all the time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the main parts of the narrative. We have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's really that simple. Now, how do you fill in the details? First of all, you have to decide what your topic's going to be, and you have to write down what it is you want to convey about yourself, and then you fill in the rest. All right, so the beginning. Capture your reader's attention. How do you do that? You describe the setting, a little background information about you in that setting, and you want to capture the mood, right? Is the mood scary? Is it sad? Is it happy, right? We're really nervous. All right, what is the mood, and how are you going to create that mood through the details with your setting? Again, there are more examples on the Google Doc about the intro paragraph. All right, what's next? After the intro, the body paragraphs, right? So your body paragraphs are going to build upon the action, the rising action. I know you've had this before as far as storytelling goes in 5th grade, 6th grade. All right, and the rising action leads to the ultimate conflict, right? The climax. What happened to you? Was there a huge argument you had with someone, right? Did you save someone? Did you gain a greater understanding about who you are or who your parents are? Who a sibling is, your best friend. All right, so the body paragraphs, here's some tricks. Use dialogue, right? Dialogue helps move the story along. And I have a lesson for you specifically on dialogue on your Google Doc. Use sensory detail. And here's a trick. Try not to rely so much on the sense of sight, but how did things smell, right? How did things taste? What did they feel like? If you look in a book that you love, I bet you anything, your author included the sense of smell. They say it's our strongest sense. All right, so in your body paragraphs, as you're describing the rising action and the climax of your story, load it up with sensory details, colorful images, right? What things sounded like, and please use dialogue to move your plot along. Finally, towards the end, the third part of your narrative, it's your conclusion. You're wrapping it all up. What did you learn about yourself? Now, here's the trick with the narrative. You can't just come right out and say, I learned to be a more open-minded person, right? So your story events and how you acted will convey how you changed. Again, I have examples of different parts of the narrative in your Google Doc. So here's what I want you guys to do. After reviewing whatever you need to in my lessons for you, I want you to submit your first draft to me. Write through a Google Doc, share it with Mrs. Haskell, me, and I can't wait to give you tons of feedback. And be warned, you're probably going to get more feedback than you ever have in your writing life before. And that's a great thing for you. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it. I promise you that by taking these lessons and really learning from my feedback, you will become a stronger writer. So go ahead, start your first draft, and please submit it to me.